Chuck Fefchak joins us this morning because we're talking about something. I'm really excited for you on this. Maria and the Mennos. I laugh because the concept of this show is fantastic, bringing together the Filipino and the Mennonite cultures and mixing them together. And you are going to be a Mennonite father on the show, and I ask why. Because you're not Mennonite.
I'm not Filipino either.
You're not Filipino either. So
I'm not a father.
And you're oh my goodness. No, it's great casting. But let's talk a little bit about it. What is happening with this? You announced this to your Facebook crowd, and everybody was really excited for this. Tell us a little bit about this. How did this come about?
January of this past year, I got a random text from Tina Fairkaler that she was writing this script, and every time the father in this family spoke, she heard my voice, which in itself sounds a little spooky. But I didn't think anything of it. The casting call came out, and it required, 2.5 months of filming. Well, I can't take 2.5 months off work. That's ridiculous. So moving on. Then as the fall came upon us on a whim, on a random thing, I texted her and just said, "Hey, did you find somebody? Well, we'd really like to have you come in and just talk." Okay, long story really shortened. I did. And I went and I auditioned, and I came home from Winnipeg from the audition thinking, well, that fell flat. Okay, I did it.
Move on.
And 7 o'clock the next morning I was cast. So then all the realities sunk in, and told my family. My girlfriend was over the moon excited. My family was very supportive. And I walked around in a cloud for a couple of days, not really understanding what I've just committed to, on top of taking a leave of absence from work and whatnot. Now I've met these people, and both the Mennonite folk that are in the film and the Filipino folk that are in there, they're all just pumped, and they're all as green as grass, just like I am. So it's really exciting. We're on a learning curve together, and there has not been one moment where somebody has said, well, "Don't you get that?" Because none of us do. None of us do. I'm reminded of a John Cleese thing where everybody in all the political correctness, and he says, the concept of comedy is conflict. And although there's not conflict in this show, it's a contrasting outlook from the Filipino culture and the Mennonite culture, and blending these two together. And surprisingly, what you do find that are similar, but there's some drastic differences that
of course
both me playing a 50-something Mennonite male that has been very
straight and narrow.
Yeah, and clean bait iashkama. It's and then having this vibrant young Filipino girl move into our house because she's married to our son, and all the bizarre things that they would say and do, like dancing. like dancing and singing outside of choik.
Oh my goodness.
Just two little examples. It's just, and we go like, can I talk about we do a lot of traditional Mennonite things, like a Shvina Schlacht.
Sure.
Filipino karaoke.
Oh my goodness. So, when it came to when you got cast, and you had mentioned that you had just actually this past weekend gotten together with the cast. Mm-hmm. What was the atmosphere like in hotel room, wherever the case may be?
I walked up, and of course I've got all this stuff that I'm yarding in. Sure. And Tina's son Griffin, I just seen him walking across, but Griffin didn't have a pony on, and I don't know if you've seen Griff lately. He's got hair down to his shoulder blades. I'm going to say it. I thought it was female, just from a distance. And then I get to the door, and hey, how you doing, Chuck? And holy cow, it's Griffin. Then we walk into the church where we're going to do all these read-throughs, and the pastor of the church there just walked into the sanctuary and said, "I'm just seeing all these friendships that will last a lifetime forming."
Seriously?
Are you Angelo? Yeah. Oh, I'm Hank. Nice to meet you.
Right.
And I'm playing Gloria, the mother. But they'll have to age me. No, they won't. So everybody's having fun, and we're poking fun at each other. But it's just the serious bonding, immediate. And then having these different Filipino people come in and out of our home as episodes go on, and being able to sit with them and read, they're no different than you and me. They've got like a few stage shows that they've done and maybe a tape one or two things, but it's really a treat to sit and watch them make their own character.
It's going to be like, I love this idea. I love that you're a part of this because you get to bring us with you on your journey, which I think is going to be an awesome thing. What are you looking forward to the most when it comes to filming when it starts in January?
A new experience. I have no aspirations for it. I mean, has season 2 been talked about? We'd be dang fools if we didn't talk about it, right? But if it doesn't get picked up,
you guys made something.
To be able to do something different. Like, they always say, I talked to Candlewick directors in Flatland. I'd like a roll with some meat in it. Well, there's plenty of meat in this. There's a different. It's not deep. It's not gonna.
Right.
Boy, that really makes you. It's fun.
Well, and it's a comedy.
And you do theater for fun. And if you can actually do this with that amount of fun, why wouldn't you?
Oh.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just going into it just saying, okay, there's a check mark. I've done that. And who knows what could happen? Could we get, season 6? Stranger things have happened. Everybody remembers Corner Gas, but nobody remembers that it started kind of similar to this.
Very on a whim, yeah.
Yeah, let's make fun of gappers, which really, that's easy.
It's going to be fantastic. Filming starts in January. Chuck, good luck. Best of luck for this. It's going to be amazing to see you on screen, and I can't wait to see the finished product.
Thanks for having us.